Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today I will be introducing the new series where you will be joining me on my journey of reaching C1 in my target languages. This video is to share my progress and best practices in the different domains to reach C1, such as writing, speaking, listening, reading, and to share these tips with you. It is quite known that there's a plateau which you will hit in your language learning journey where you realize that what got you to an intermediary level will not bring you or get you to the advanced level. And at this point, for example, what happened in my case is that if you're really into language learning, you just hop to the next language and get the adrenaline and reward of starting new, making progress very easily, and getting compliments. However, this series will break down the steps in each domain which have to be taken to reach C1. In this first video of this series, we will dig deep into conversations and speaking abilities. More concretely, knowing how to speak about more advanced topics, not only talking about family, friends, and free time, but also about more complex topics which might be relevant in work settings, but also to be able to speak about whatever you want and not be restricted to more basic settings and basic conversations. As this might seem a very complex and abstract goal, I've created a Notion page with 20 different topics which have been included in C1 material on official websites for language learning and language tests. So the aim is for you to choose the topics you're interested in, dig deep into vocabulary, and work on the questions below. Now I've opened the Notion template and I want to go through the structure so that you better understand how to use it. First, we have a list of the different topics and you can choose the one you're most interested in. Now let's just take the first one. The first one in this case is lifelong learning. And if you click on the toggle, you get a description about the different subpoints and also how you could approach it. So this does not include specific questions, but gives you some ideas about what you could talk, and if you prefer to not be bounded to very specific questions, you can start working with that. However, if you prefer having very specific questions, you can just scroll down and you will find a list of 10 questions which you can use in your conversations online, in your conversations in real life, or even with your professor if you have one, or your course. If you click on the question, you get also the translation in your target language, which in my case is Italian. So I just click on the toggle again and I get the Italian translation. And to keep an overview, I can also use the green check mark, so I know, okay, which topics in general of these 20 topics have I talked about. I can also add some comments, how comfortable I feel or how relevant I find each topic. And I can also do the same with the sub-questions, so I can check them off and write comments. The idea is by chunking, which means just focusing on one set of one more advanced topic, you do it step by step, and hopefully if you say every 1 or 2 weeks you work with one advanced topic, after some weeks and months you, and in my case me, hopefully have the feeling that I feel more comfortable being able to speak about these advanced topics. Of course, the basic requirement is still having the right grammar and having the right vocabulary. That's why also I will include in the future video a guide on how to discover and how to utilize the relevant vocabulary for the topics I want to be able to talk about and how to study them then, which creates the basic for conversations. I hope you feel inspired now by using this template and testing it in your conversations with your friends, family, online, in your course, and give me feedback on how this Notion template helps you to go from an intermediate phase to a more advanced level. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and will tune in for the next video where I will share my progress, my best practices, and what has worked for me, and also the challenges I face on my journey of reaching C1.
by the